Yo, yo, yo. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? We about to get the thing started, man. Normally, I don't do like morning shows or anything like that. Most people at work, you know, most people like to listen to these kind of shows like after work or maybe during lunch or something. But, you know, I got some time on my hand, feeling under the weather today. So, you know, we're going to talk about college football. A lot didn't happen. The Final Four is set right now, so clearly we know that Miami's going to take on Ole Miss in this Final Four in this semifinal, and then basically if we beat Ole Miss, we're playing for a national championship, which is, the goal for every team in the beginning of the season is to play for a national championship. So Miami is in prime position to do so, and clearly we got to get past Ole Miss, but nonetheless, a lot happened, and we're gonna talk about it. Me personally, I ain't gonna lie to you. I wanted to play Georgia, but clearly you see Georgia, shit the bed last night. Ole Miss won the game. Georgia is no longer, in the college football playoffs. This, that, and the third. So, you know, right now it's Miami versus Ole Miss and Indiana versus Oregon. So Indiana versus Oregon, a Big Ten matchup, two powerful schools or whatever you want to call it. Indiana was one of those. Actually, Indiana stands alone right now. Indiana is the only team to get a bye week since the past two seasons. Is the only team to get a bye week and actually won the game. Georgia got the bye week, they lost. Ohio State got the bye week, they lost. Texas Tech got the bye week, they lost. Indiana, the only one that prevailed. And not only did Indiana prevail, they beat but Jesus, they beat the brakes off Alabama. Alabama got they cookie took. They got a man. They rolled through them ties. Indiana rolled through them ties. One of the worst playoff blowouts you ever seen. And I know right now every single Notre Dame fan is running around in circles with their hands on their head like, see, I told you, Alabama didn't belong. We should have been in the playoffs, not them. They just got blown out. Well, at this point, Notre Dame fan, whoop-de-doo, whoop-de-doo. Ain't nothing you can do about it. But 38-3, Alabama put up 3 points in the playoffs. 3 points against Indiana. Indiana. Now, if you look at Indiana roster, you would think they got all these 4 stars and 5 stars and everything. That's why they are able to compete with Notre Dame and all of them. And that's why they were able to compete with Alabama and Oklahoma and all of them. That ain't the case. That's not the case. Indiana is a team that's full of 3 stars. But if you coach them right, develop them right, and they buy into whatever mindset that you're installing, this is the result. I gotta tip my hat off to Indiana. I gotta tip my hat off to Indiana. They put in work on Alabama yesterday. That SEC, they tell us that SEC shit means more. Mean more what? Mean more what? Now, I can't really go too hard on the Georgia Ole Miss one because that's just playing out SEC versus SEC. But Georgia, they were telling us Georgia was going to win the national championship. Georgia was one of those teams. If they wasn't saying Ohio State was going to win it, they were saying Georgia. Now, look at it. Miami don't knock out Ohio State. We knocked them out clean. Straight belt the ass, knocked them out. Georgia, where the hell is Sarge at? That's who I want to talk to. I want to talk to Sarge. Because, I was looking at Miami's run, and I'm like, you know what? We knocked off Texas A&M, the loudest place to play in the SEC. One of the toughest environment they talk about. Nick Saban said it. Everybody said it. Okay, cool. Then, you know what? Actually, let me take it back to week 1 when we knocked off Notre Dame. the runner-up for the championship last year. Now, fast forward to this past weekend, well, Wednesday actually. I'm just so used to saying weekend, but this Wednesday, we knocked off Notre Dame, the number one team, from last season, the champions, number 2 team in the country this season. Only loss before us was to Indiana. Now, comparably, Ohio State fans was telling us don't compare ourselves to Indiana. We ain't on Indiana's level, this, that, and the third, and we ain't going to be able to do what Indiana does. But I'm looking at Miami and I'm looking at Indiana. I'm like, we got a better D-line than them. We got a better O-line than them. Why can't we do what they did? And we went out there and we did better than that. We did the expected. I knew we was going to beat Ohio State. I never once thought we were going to lose that game. I knew we was going to beat Ohio State. We jumped out on them, and it was I seen it. It was a wrap. Jeremiah Smith is only one man. Jeremiah Smith is only one man. When Julian Sand can't get the ball out, you is pretty much nullified. You can't do nothing. Ain't nothing you could do. And clearly you saw Miami dominated that game. We beat Ohio State just like we did every other team that we played this season. We dominated them. We dominated them. Notre Dame got dominated. Florida got dominated. Florida State got dominated. Shoot, Texas A&M got dominated. Ohio State just became a victim. And rightfully so. I'm so glad they became a victim. I'm so glad we beat the snot out of them. I'm so glad that they don't go back to Ohio after all that trash they was talking with no trophy. When you look at Ohio State's season for 2025, it comes with absolutely nothing. It comes with absolutely nothing. They made the playoffs. That's it. They get no hardware, no rings, no trophies, nothing for this season. Nothing, absolutely nothing. And I love it. And I absolutely love it. See, Ohio State lost the Big Ten championship. So they don't get a trophy for that. They don't get a ring for that. Boom. Then you lose to Miami in the Cotton Bowl. You saw Cristobal and them boys collect the hardware, and we're going to get a ring for it. So Ohio State gets nothing. Their season for 2025 ended with nothing, absolutely nothing. Ain't nothing going in their trophy case. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. And I love it. Absolutely love it. It's been 20-something years in coming. Jeremiah Smith puckered his lips and talk about he got something for us come the 31st. I'm an impatient man right now. I'm a very impatient man right now because I'm tired of waiting on whatever it is that Jeremiah Smith said that he had for Miami. I'm still waiting on this package to be delivered. Jeremiah Smith, what do you have for Miami on the 31st? I still haven't seen it yet. Not only did Christmas come on the 25th, but you made me wait all the way to the 31st for a gift, and I still ain't see the gift yet. I still ain't see it yet. Come on, man. Call FedEx, call UPS, call the post office. Hell, whoever else delivered, Amazon. Call them all up, Jeremiah Smith. Let them know that the package that you was going to send to Miami on the 31st never got delivered. You want to know where it's at. Tell them to track the package. Please track the package. We still haven't received it yet. We still ain't received it yet. Get on that, man. Tell them to send you a tracking code. They always got the code so you can track the package. Tell them you need a tracking code. We need this package delivered ASAP, man. Come on, dude. Come on. Get on it. Man, you love to see it, man. Man, you love to see it. Y'all just don't understand, man. It's a hell of a feeling watching your team go out there and not just win, but we dominating. We dominate. We not just winning, we dominate. That's tough right there. Now, Indiana absolutely, embarrassed Alabama. Alabama, for 2025, you're a joke. You're a joke. I'm actually going to agree. I'm actually going to agree with the Notre Dame fans. Y'all didn't belong. We saw what Georgia did to y'all. We saw it. This Indiana whooping just brought it back up. Y'all thought because y'all beat Oklahoma, everybody forgot. We didn't forget. Georgia beat the snot out of you in that SEC championship. The whole world was at odds with y'all making the playoffs. I personally ain't cared because Miami got in, and once Miami in, I don't care about none of y'all. I don't care about none of y'all. But watching y'all play yesterday and getting whooped like that, I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't changed the channel. I wanted Indiana to score like 3 more times. I wanted Indiana to score like 3 more times. And listen, Georgia, Sarge, all y'all Georgia fans, I need y'all to step to the front of the congregation. I need y'all to step up in front of the congregation right now. We need to have a word with you guys. I wanted to play y'all so bad because here's the deal. Here's why I wanted to play Georgia so bad. We knocked Ohio State off. Knocked them off. Since 2002, you know, the whole deal. We know that relationship. But when you date back to 2002, you go up to the next level is Georgia. Because what we were supposed to claim in 2002, Georgia claimed it. Georgia claimed to be back-to-back champs. They claimed it. We got robbed of that title, and Georgia claimed it. So for them to lose to Ole Miss and not give us the chance to put belt the ass on the Bulldogs is some bullshit. Georgia, you had one job to do. You had one job, Georgia. Make it to the next round so Miami can kick your teeth in. Make it to the next round so we can knock you off and show you, hey, that false title that you got of being back-to-back champs, that's our shit. That's our shit. But Georgia pissed down their leg yesterday. Georgia let Ole Miss, without a Lane Kiffin, monkey stomp them. They told me that Kirby Smart was the best coach in college football right now. And he just got beat by Pete who? Pete who? You might as well say you got beat by the dude that was freaking dating the Kardashian. Because when you say Pete, that's who they're going to think of. That's who they're going to think of, Pete Davidson. Kirby Smart's supposed to be the best coach in college. And you got Georgia out there damn near cheating. You got the refs out there and calling face masks when the running back whole goddamn head on got turned around. The boy looked like he was out there playing Twister. But man, Georgia ruined it. I've been saying all this time, we want Georgia. See, when I say we want Georgia, I ain't no Florida State fan. They wanted Georgia when they had a false hope, false team, and all of that. We want Georgia because right now, we would have knocked the teeth out of Georgia. Right now, this would have been a statement game. Miami versus Georgia would have been a statement game. It would have been a statement game for all the recruits, for all the chips and all the marbles. If you notice in recruiting since Mario got to Miami, if you noticed, most of our recruiting battles come down to Georgia. If it's in-state, maybe Florida, but it's Georgia, Alabama, Ohio State, and all the big boys. We're not wrestling and tussling with, peons like Florida State and them for, recruits anymore. We going up against the big boys, the Ohio States of the world, the Oregons of the world, the Alabama, the Georgias. Those are the teams that we're fighting for with recruits. So to get a matchup against Georgia and beat the bejesus out of them would have been absolute mayhem and total destruction to the SEC. But Georgia robbed us of that. Georgia robbed us of that by being absolute garbage. Alabama, absolute garbage. Now, clearly you guys can see on the screen if you're looking at the screen, or maybe you're just listening like a podcast, but if you're looking at the screen right now, you see the playoff picture. It's a Final Four right now. Just like basketball, it's the Final Four. You got Miami, Ole Miss. You got Oregon, Indiana. Oregon, Indiana it's hard to call that game. I think Miami going to beat Ole Miss, plain and simple. I don't really have a score prediction right now. I really got to dive into Ole Miss. I didn't think I'd be diving into Ole Miss. I think I would have been looking up the matchups between Miami and Georgia, see where we compare. The storyline of the whole goddamn 2025 Final Four would have been Carson Beck versus Georgia. Carson Beck versus Kirby. Carson Beck versus Gunnar Stockton. Carson Beck versus the whole goddamn state of Georgia. That would have been the storyline this week. We're not going to get that. We're not going to get that. Instead, we're going to get Miami versus Ole Miss. Absolutely no history. Absolutely no history that's relevant to any conversation. There's nothing to talk about with Miami versus Ole Miss. There's nothing. We're just on a crash course. That's it. There's nothing to talk about. There's no storyline there. Nothing. All we could bank our heads on is Ole Miss fans talking trash online and Miami fans talking trash online. Some of their players might say something that we use as bulletin board material, but it's absolutely nothing to talk about. I wanted the hardest road to the championship. I thought Georgia was clearly better than they were. They not. I thought we would have went, boom, knocked out Ohio State, former champion. Boom, knocked out Georgia, a team that's been competing for championships for the last, 5 years or so? They even went back-to-back and all that. I thought, boom, we was going to knock out a gauntlet of straight playoff and, all of them. Instead, we get Ole Miss. Now, from what I heard and from what I've seen, once Ole Miss won, Miami was a 1.5 point favorite. I don't want to be the favorite. I don't want to be the favorite. They've been counting us out. I don't want them on our nuts right now. I do not want them on our nuts right now. Josh Pate has picked against us in both of these last two games. I don't want him picking us. I wanted us to play Georgia, and I wanted him to pick Georgia again so we could go out there and knock Georgia out, and I wanted them to keep picking against us. Let me fill you guys in on something. Miami is the 10th seed. Miami is the 10th seed. Anybody that we play against, we would have been underdogs. If we played against Georgia, we'll be underdogs. If we go up against Oregon or Indiana in the championship game, we're going to be the underdogs. I don't want to be the favorite. Ole Miss is the only scenario right now where we're the favorite. And who knows, if we make it past Ole Miss to the championship, guess what? We're probably going to be favored over Oregon. They probably would favor Indiana over us. But I don't want to be the favorite. And let me bring you guys up to date too. Every single game that we're going into, we are the away team. We are the away team. The national championship game is played in Miami. It's played at the Hard Rock. We would go in there as a visitor. We would be the away team. When you're the 10th seed, you are the away team to every game. So you might see Miami in Stormtrooper white all playoff long. All playoff long. Plain and simple. I'm very disappointed, guys. I ain't disappointed in my Hurricanes because we handling business. We out there, we handling business. We out here knocking teams out. showing them how it's supposed to be done. We knocking them out. I wanted Georgia. And they disappointed me. Before that game with Georgia and Ole Miss got played, I shoot Sarge a text. I said, Sarge, we want Georgia. He laughed. He laughed when I said we want Georgia. Then last night at halftime, I fell asleep. Last night at halftime, the Georgia game. I woke up. One of my homies called me and said, you see the score? You see the game? I'm like, what happened? It's like, Ole Miss won. I'm like, what? Georgia went out there and disappoint? Man, stop it. So now we got a useless matchup. Headlines-wise, at least. Headlines-wise. There's no headlines for Miami versus Ole Miss. In my opinion, we already in the national championship. But I ain't going to underestimate these teams. I ain't going to underestimate none of them. When you're in the playoffs, when you're in the Final Four, you one matchup away from a national championship game. So, man, that's tough. Man, that's tough. You know what? I'm going to let some of y'all chime in. I'm going to put the link in the chat. Yeah, I'm under the weather today. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, put a link in the chat. You guys can click the link if you want to come on and speak your mind, speak your opinion, what y'all think is going on, how y'all feeling about the games, Miami's performance versus Ohio State, Georgia, Indiana, all of that, Oregon. Who you guys think Miami's going to play next? Pros and cons. Any concerns? The link is in the chat. All right. GZ don't do it. What's going on, my
Man, what's up, big dog? What's up, big dog? Happy New Year to your big homie and to all the Kane fans, everybody in the chat.
Happy New Year, man.
Yeah. We been like kind of like said Miami. So we're gonna go to the Natty. We been said.
Yeah, it's looking like a reality now. We lost Jeezy.
We're gonna be Ohio State.
You got some bad signal, my boy. You got some bad signal. You keep going in and out.
Oh, my bad. You get me now?
Yeah, we hear you.
All right, so boom. Guarantee we beat Ole Miss. I was just telling my fiance, but I just found out next championship game on Martin Luther King Day. So then I ain't got to work. So get what? I'm down in the bottom, coming from Duval, and man, it is what it is, bro. Yeah, straight like that. It ain't really nothing to even, you know what I'm saying? Like you say, ain't really no storyline to be talking about Ole Miss, bro. I ain't like I wanted to see Georgia.
I think they said the last time we played Ole Miss was like in the 40s, bro. I'm like, damn, dog, Georgia messed up everything.
Who you telling? What you say? But that's tough. That's tough. For real.
You know what? Sometimes in life, they give you an easy ride and you got to take it.
Mm-hmm.
Ride or die, Seminole, what's going on with you?
What's going on with your T2Y? I had to change my channel hand. I used to be Patty Moss Jack.
Okay. What's good, my guy?
Yeah, ain't nothing to it, man. Y'all Miami looking good, man. Y'all ain't got nothing to worry about, man. I just chimed in this morning. Y'all look good on defense, man. I personally, I just don't know about the offense keeping up with Ole Miss though, man. What you think?
Well,
What's
Ole
your
Miss like to
yeah?
pass the ball, right?
Right,
And we got a killer D line that like to shut niggas down that like to pass the
right.
ball, right?
Yeah, but that quarterback, he different though.
Yeah,
All
That
the
quarter,
quarterbacks we
that
played,
yeah.
y'all
quarterback,
said he was
that
different.
quarterback different from that one from A&M. That one from A&M, he wasn't all that accurate. But that quarterback last night, that dude accurate. His
But
accuracy, man,
but
is
you got
off the chart.
but but you
How many times has this quarterback ran into a Ruben Bain and a Mesidor?
Miss Door. And then on top
That's
of that, big dog,
yeah,
Georgia defense have not wasn't like that. Like has it been like last 2, 3, 4 years? So Georgia,
right,
if you watch Georgia, this year, they D line wasn't really like that. You know, so they got the
right,
athletes, but them boys weren't like how, you know what I'm saying, Kirby had them boys when Beck was the starting quarterback. You feel me? You know
right,
what I'm saying?
right.
So and then with Miami, Miami defense, right? You know what I'm saying? With Corey Hillman, when he was at Minnesota, mobile
Mm-hmm,
quarterbacks did not fare well against his defense. And if you watch
mm,
Miami this year, a mobile quarterback has not fared well against Miami defense. So at the
right,
end of the day, like I say, I was surprised when Ole Miss beat Georgia, but then again, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it wasn't the same Georgia team that Kirby had last 2, 3, 4 years when Beck was a quarterback, or even when what was the other quarterback when Beck was back up. What dog name was when they
yeah,
went to number 13, Stetson Bennett. Yeah, so
mm,
you know Georgia had an elite deep top. Yeah, one generational defense them couple of years. You feel me? But this Georgia
right,
team was kind of totally different. So with Miami defense, it,
mm-hmm.
they already see the mobile quarterback before. So in the
Oh yeah,
day, yeah.
oh
So I
yeah, they
mean,
did in
yeah,
A&M. Oh yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
So in
yeah.
the day,
That's
but
why I
yeah,
said they not. Yeah,
but little dog from Ole Miss, yeah, he straight. He know what I'm saying. He like that. But in the day,
yeah.
like I say,
He just a little more accurate. That's what I was just saying.
yeah,
He a little more accurate than that one from A&M. You
yeah.
know, y'all. You know that's why I say you know. But Mesidor and Bain, like you saying though, they them
Well,
cats
listen,
right there, boy. When they come to eat, they coming to
when
eat.
they eat, boy,
You hear me?
and the thing about you,
Yeah,
hold on, not to cut y'all.
yeah,
You said with Miami off, you said with Miami offense.
yeah. My offense. Yes, sir.
See the thing about it. See the thing about it. You do the same thing like you did against Ohio State, bro. Control the
Right,
line of scrimmage. Let Fletcher, let your running backs eat. You know what I'm
right,
saying? You wear them out. You know what I'm saying? That's how you beat any team that got an explosive offense. Ball control.
right.
Bet the quarterback manage the game. And you know what I'm saying? Just win line of scrimmage. You know what I'm talking about? And guess what? Now, and then they get what? You go about 2 scores. Guess what? Now you didn't play in Miami. You didn't play in any defense with a D line like what Miami have. You play into their hands. So now, guess what? Now you can rush the passer. And they get what? Miami, you can't run on Miami. You feel me? But he, like I say,
Mm-hmm,
but he is mobile. But with Heatherman and that front seven, that front four of
mm-hmm,
Miami, bro. Good luck. Good luck.
Now, hold on,
Good
let
luck.
me chime in. Let me chime in a little bit. Only thing that worried me about Ole Miss is that kicker. If they get into Miami territory at any given point, they ain't punting. They kicking field goals.
But you got to think this Ty. Last night they played in the Sugar Bowl. That's in the boot. That's in Louisiana, New Orleans. So get what? They in the dome. The Fiesta Bowl outside. You know what I'm saying? In them conditions. So take that in consideration as well. You feel me? Because they was in the dome. You feel
Right.
me? So
But
yeah,
I'm saying, like, watching him kicking 55s and 60s and all of that, you know, that's kind of tough, man. Because that means at any given point, if we stop you, you ain't kicking us the ball. You either gonna go for it to get that third down, or you gonna make them field goals.
get what?
We just gotta hope that the wind is a factor,
Yeah,
so that change their mind a little bit.
yeah.
yeah.
And then you got to take in consideration. Get what? Go back and check Miami last year's games. You know, I'm talking about far as the points they gave up. You feel me? And then within the first 2 games in the playoffs, they only gave up 17 points. So you got to get across the midfield to even consider talking about kicking the field goal. You feel me? So yo, good luck moving the ball against that defense, bro. Yeah, good luck.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, I agree
any
with
team.
y'all on that. That defense, that defense tough. Yeah, that defense tough, man. And that defense coordinator, That dude got them boys in that playbook too, man. Cause that interception that Scott kid had, that dude read that play from the
Yep.
start, man.
Yep.
He
Yep.
knew what was coming.
Mm-hmm.
And
You know?
Jeremiah messed that play up because he
Huh?
didn't block.
Well, but still, dude read that play though too. TTY. You could tell he read it right off the gate, right out the gate, man. I mean, he jumped that route.
Yep.
That film study.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
man.
I wish y'all well, man. Even though I'm a Florida State fan, I'm all ACC man. We need some recognition anyway, man. You know,
Yeah, he don't get no
Well,
you know,
respect. He don't get no. He
well,
definitely don't
no,
get no respect.
I'll
no.
tell you. I mean, you rooting for us?
Yeah, I told you last week. I was rooting
Oh,
for y'all. Yeah. Oh yeah.
okay. We got some Seminoles rooting for us.
Yeah.
Probably one out of 100.
As much as it hate for me to say it, but yeah.
Yeah, you 1 out of 100, man. You one of the
uh,
last Mohicans.
yeah.
Because I
Cause
know
we
the rest of your fan base and the Florida Gator fan base, the Ohio State fan base, the Notre Dame fan base, they all done held hands praying that we lose.
no man,
Eh,
y'all got the team to do it though. T2Y.
Yeah, he
Yep,
definitely do.
definitely got
Definitely,
the team to do it.
definitely do.
Yes,
Real talk.
sir.
So,
All I can say is, hey, we win this natty, boy.
Hey, the only one,
uh,
the only team I say can really beat Miami, maybe the Indiana team. That Indiana
no,
team tough.
not
I don't even think Indiana gonna
hell
beat Oregon.
no. Only team could beat Miami is Miami. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it be like that, bro. Only team that can beat Indiana. Come on, bro. I respect what y'all doing, but bro, y'all ain't seen no animals like this, bro. And
Right.
it's a home game.
I
Nah.
honestly think it's gonna be Miami versus Oregon.
Okay, yep, Mario Bowl. I've been said that.
Y'all think Oregon gonna get him?
Yep, I think Oregon gonna knock them off.
Yeah.
Yep, yep. Oregon gonna knock them off. If you call the end of the game with what is the name is Dan Lenny, he was telling his
Mm-hmm.
team, man, yeah, boy, we'll be back we'll be back down in Miami. Yeah, Indiana, yeah, it's a feel good story.
Mm-hmm.
Mendoza, you from the bottom, you from Miami. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, bro, yeah, I got Miami and Oregon.
See what I told you. We got them haters on here. They ain't never gonna root for us.
You ain't got to. Man, if you ain't got nobody hating on you, that mean get what you ain't popping. So let them talk, bro.
Yeah,
Let them talk.
Ain't no point in having no
Yeah,
hatred, man. At this
yeah,
point,
for real.
man, it's all love
Hey,
and fun now, man.
yeah.
Shit.
And then,
What y'all gonna
For one, I'm from Florida, so I was born and raised. You know,
yeah,
I'm a Florida State fan. But when it come to Florida teams, man, I root for the Florida team. I'm just like that. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
You know, whether my team in it or
ain't nothing
not.
wrong
You
with
know.
that. Ain't nothing
And
wrong
then
with
and then you gotta think, but Miami ain't been running for 23 years, so why is you hating? Cause
Right.
that just show what type
Right.
of person you is individually, like, bro. At
Right.
the end of the day, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, dog, I want to say, cause you could, like you say, it's your prerogative to do what you want to do. But in the day, cause in the day, you still a man. In the day, so you gonna hate on something that a team ain't been popping for 23 years. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Man, like, bro, like, I don't understand people, but in the day, it's not my job for me to understand people. Do what you do.
Yeah.
Carry on. Matter of fact, yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
But,
what y'all gonna do about y'all Norvell situation, man?
oh man, Mike Norvell, he in there for a minute. You know, I don't know what they doing with this administration type stuff, man. They hiring these general managers and shit. I personally, Florida State is all they doing is just buying time, man. You know, buying time to pay that buyout. You feel me?
Nah,
That's
I seen yesterday they put out a report that all the money that we making in the playoffs,
right.
we ain't sharing none of that shit with the ACC.
Come on, T2Y, you gotta help us out, man. Trickle some of
We
that
ain't
down,
sharing.
man.
Right now, all 14 million
That's
that we made is going
that's
straight to our pockets.
that's one of the reasons why I'm rooting for
And
Miami, man.
if we
Cause
beat Ole
ACC,
Miss,
we
Hey,
need it.
hey,
if we beat
hey,
Ole Miss,
hey, but check this out. Hey, but check this out. Let's think about this here. Why would I say anything? Yeah, even though you the ACC, but get what? You the same team. You the same team. Miami was ranked. Well, Miami was ranked the highest ranked ACC team at the end of the regular season. But you
Yeah.
put Duke in over Miami. I ain't sharing that neither. Straight
Oh,
like
come
that.
on, y'all. Share some of that money, man.
Man, listen.
Come on, Miami.
Hey, man, listen, man.
We need it. We need it in the ACC. We need it, brother. We need it.
Y'all don't need nothing. Y'all got invited to a bowl game and you turned it down.
Ah,
Y'all turned down the money.
T2, why you cutthroat, man? You
See,
cutthroat,
y'all
T2.
could
Why
have
you
made your own
cutthroat?
money, but you want to share our money. Nah, we ain't sharing it.
Oh, I understand, man. It's all good.
Y'all should have went to that Birmingham Bowl.
Nah, wasn't no point in doing all that, man. Mike Norvell, he got to get the train back on the tracks, man.
See, Mike
We
Norvell got to learn
we
this
got we got
year.
at least earn a bowl game. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, hell no.
Not no 5-7
Nah,
invitation.
y'all got to get out
Nah,
of that mindset. This is a new college football. This is a new college football. You got to get out of that mindset. You got to go get that money on.
man.
Go get that money because you got to pay them players. Remember that.
That's true.
And on top of that, this is another issue with Florida State, bro. And then as far as recruiting, bro, he want to go and keep buying players year in year out. You don't build no program like that in today's college football, man. You got at least recruit in the top
Oh
15,
yeah,
and then be in the top. You know what I'm saying? When that Porter hit, be in the top 10, top 15 with that. And then so that's how you start your little foundation. But just not recruiting, just depending on the portal. Bro, number one, you spending unnecessary money. You feel me?
right.
To compete. You know what I'm saying? Year in, year out in college football. Today, college football. So today, you got to balance out. Get you a little, go ahead and get you a little, spend a little money on in the NIL, and they have like a top 15, top 20 recruiting class, and you can make something shape. But you just depend on the portal and try to block players. You not that you ain't bro. Not yeah.
He had this success with Verse and Fisk
Yeah,
and all them. He thought he was the
You
Porter
got to balance.
King,
yeah,
wearing that title, the Porter King, and all that. Nah,
yeah.
man,
Yeah, you got
you
to have
gotta
a
recruit.
balance.
You got
You gotta,
you got to balance
yeah,
out.
yeah, you gotta balance it out. Yeah,
Yeah,
Lane Kiffin did good though. Hell, that's a Porter team that Ole Miss got.
See,
yeah,
But
and when you got teams like with money, like oil money, like
yeah,
Texas Tech,
yeah.
shit like that, you can't just buy a team 1 year. You got to buy a team a couple of years and watch them, build.
yeah,
Yeah,
That's why you seen Texas Tech get their blown out yesterday. They
right,
yeah,
bought a team for 1 year, but you
right,
can't just do it for 1 year.
right.
You got to do that shit on a constant, at least 2 to 3 years before you can see like any domination against any real competitive teams.
Yeah.
yeah,
They
yeah.
couldn't put up no points against Oregon.
Them dudes y'all got on that offensive line, man. What is number 70? I think 70 and
They'll
Hell.
70 and 63, I believe.
Oh, you talking about
I can't.
freshman Mal Noah, number 61?
61 mile.
No,
You
no,
talking about Samson?
Samson. Oh yeah,
Samson.
yeah.
Man, them dudes.
Yeah, but Mario
I don't
recruited
know.
them
I
boys.
don't know what Mario get the boy from, man.
Yeah,
He recruited
he
them.
recruited.
I say, what them
Samson
boy?
was a
On,
five-star
It's
recruit.
only
I don't know.
person.
I guess I wasn't watching Miami football close enough. I'm like,
Yeah,
what in the hell them tree trunks
yeah,
come from, man?
yeah,
When
yeah. Real
Mariball
talk.
came
What?
in here, he said if the offensive line is the issue moving forward, he'll cut his arms and legs off.
Yeah, but them boys, like I
I,
say, but them boys, they like
man, that's
that's what I
them
was
tree
saying.
trunks right there, boy.
Yeah, that's the difference between Miami right now, Florida, and
Yeah,
Florida State. Mario,
yeah.
like I say, he played. You got to think he played O line.
Yep,
He
yep.
know what he look
There it
like.
is.
So he gonna build a trick. He gonna build line of scrimmage. Then you worry about your skill players to get your little. Now you go to the NIL and get your transfer quarterback. Although I really feel like Miami needs to start developing their own quarterback when the ones they
Yeah, yeah.
recruit. That's just my
Just
opinion.
like
You
Florida
know.
State. Yeah.
Yeah. So but in the day,
They out this
yeah, wait,
portal with these quarterbacks.
but get what? You couldn't go wrong with Cam Ward. You couldn't go wrong
No.
with Beck. So you I understand. But
Yeah.
it's gonna come to some point that Miami needs to start developing their own. You know what I'm saying? The quarterbacks that y'all recruit, which I'm pretty sure they will. You know what I'm saying? So it might be the last year they might go to the portal to get a QB, but Yeah, it's coming along for Miami, man. It's been a long time coming, man. Especially you've been a fan for since the 80s and 90s, man. Early 2000s. It's been a long
Yeah, I'm
time
happy
coming,
for
bro.
you, brother. I ain't got no hatred in my heart for
Yeah,
Miami, man. The only time I got hatred in my heart when we play y'all, man.
yeah, already. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Did you watch that Texas Tech game?
Yeah, that wasn't even worth watching though, T2. I watched it and I'm like, man, what in the world these boys doing out here,
Did you,
man?
did you watch that Alabama game?
Oh man. Neither one of them teams should have been in the playoff the way they played.
Yeah.
At this point, I say, hey, Alabama shouldn't have been in this bit. They should go ahead and put
Notre
old
Dame.
Notre Dame in there.
Notre Dame should have
You
been
ain't
in.
lying.
And I don't know why they even got. I don't even know why they
Hey,
got beef with us because we beat y'all. Say they you gonna have any beef, get mad at the committee because they put Bama in SEC over y'all. Head to head we
Not,
beat y'all, so then
not
there ain't no
only
beef.
that,
There's no beef with Miami.
the whole
I
argument
knew.
with Miami and Notre Dame should have ended when we beat Texas A&M,
Yep, yep,
because that's who you lost to. You
You
lost
yep,
to
know,
us and them.
you
yep.
know, T2Y, you came out with a video. T2Y, you called it right out when the selection committee came out with that ranking and they moved Alabama in front of Miami or something like that. Or moved no, I think they moved Alabama to number 9. I think it was you were
Yeah,
saying or
they
something.
were setting it up.
They were setting it up. You did a video on that. I said, yeah, T2Y, you right. They setting up for Alabama to get in there. It don't matter what,
What? Yep,
you know.
yep.
Here we are,
And then
only team to get whooped by 35.
should have known
But
Alabama wasn't supposed to be in there anyway. Florida State beat them, so
Yeah, face. They get what that game that game didn't even exist. You feel me? Like, come on, bro.
right.
Yeah, like let's be real. Y'all got y'all had the worst loss out of all 12 teams that made it in the
Yep.
playoffs, bro. Come on,
Yep.
bro.
I'm gonna say this though: if we beat Georgia, if Georgia had beat Ole Miss and we beat Georgia to make the Natty, and Alabama had beat Indiana, I'd have wanted to play Bama.
hmm
I would want to play Bama. I would
Yeah.
want to knock out all the teams that's been winning and making all the noise since we've been down.
Yep.
Knock them all off in one season.
Oh yeah. People really realize uh uh college football is changing. The teams like the Bama's, the Georgias, the Ohio State. Yeah, y'all done had y'all little run. It's time for a real one to take back over what the, the real college football champions. Miami, bro. When we run college football, it's good for the sport, bro. Yeah, yeah, real
Oh
talk,
yeah.
bro. Yeah,
That in it to me, like I say, I'm a Florida State fan, but any Florida team, man, we need to get it back to the old
oh
days,
yeah, to get
man.
back to the basics, man. Because
Right.
like I say today, make it make sense. Now you like the blue bloods, like the Ohio States, the Texas, the Michigans, the Georgias. All you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But y'all can come to the state of Florida and come get, you know what I'm saying,
Yep.
the 4 and
Yep.
5 star players.
Yep.
But yeah, Miami,
Yep.
Florida State can't compete for a national championship year and year. Make it
Right.
make sense.
Make
Make
it
it make
make
sense,
sense.
bro.
You
Make
right,
it make
brother.
sense.
Yeah.
It don't. You know what I'm saying? So at that, guess what? Now get what?
Guess what?
Just like in
Jeremiah
college,
Smith, where you from?
the bottom, Miami. And
you
guess
got
what?
yeah, they had another player on their team that was from Florida. I think the
Tate and
running.
Ings.
Yeah.
Tate,
They,
Tate and Ings.
Oh,
Ings.
Tate in it. Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah. Florida, we deep.
hey,
yeah,
So
hey,
they
shout
yeah.
were.
out
Deep. So you gotta think. You gotta think,
to
cause it's
a
67
quick
counties in
time.
Florida. 67
Right.
counties in Florida. So in day, yeah, it's the pipeline to come in the state of Florida and get the 4 5 star recruits or players or whatever. But like I
Yep.
say, make it make sense. How y'all can let all these other teams come in the state of Florida and get the players, but the big three can't compete for a championship year and year
I
out?
know.
Man, get the hell
I
on,
know.
man. Get the
I
hell on.
know.
Ah, bro. Miami, Florida State should always be, you know what I'm saying, competing for a natty year in, year out, bro.
Yeah, but you know what it was like Jeremiah Smith. He said it. He said, "Man, Miami had fell off. I wasn't for sure.
Yeah, but get what? But see, and
That's one of the reasons why he
but get what?
committed.
Nigga can't respect that because nigga, guess what, bro? With your talent, in the day, you come here and change the program. Don't go to
Right.
something that's winning.
That's true.
Anybody
That's
can go to
true.
a program that's winning, But get what?
Right.
It's another caliber of person, individual. You know what I'm saying? Things got to be in you, not on you. If you're a difference maker like that, guess what? You know, I'm gonna bring Miami back to national province. Probably, you know what I'm
He,
saying? But
he,
you go to a team that's already won, already winning. Come on, bro. I can't respect that. Now,
he
granted,
might
bro,
transfer.
I said that
He
like
might
3 weeks ago. But get
he
what?
might transfer.
Nigga don't want you, cuz.
He got the hugging on y'all player,
But get what?
some of his friends, and
And they get what? If you want,
and got the
you
coaching, and
yeah,
one of Ohio State coaches had to come and grab it. Hey,
Yeah, but
let's go, let's go.
get what though, cuz. Don't come now because you see what's going on. You should have came
Ah, don't
on
do him
National
like
Signing Day.
that, man.
Man, I
Bring
got to,
that.
because at the end of the day, get what? That's just me. Hey, so man, like in the day, I want to start a foundation. I don't want to go something that's already like up and
Already
running, bro.
popping. Right,
Yeah,
I
already
feel you.
popping.
Already
No,
popping. Yeah.
yeah. That's why I see you salute
Man,
the Ruben Baines, you salute the Malachi Tony, you
We
salute.
need him. Florida State to take him.
Who?
that man said he said he had something for us on the 31st.
Yeah, he said he had stuff for us. Now, granted, he did get off. Now I ain't gonna cap, but
Yeah, he
yeah,
did.
dog. Yeah. Yeah, he did get off, but cuz you can stay in Ohio. Stay in Columbus, Ohio, homeboy. You can stay in Columbus, Ohio, homeboy. No,
Y'all want to hear?
don't cut because you see what's going
Don't
on.
do
Nah.
don't, don't
Mm-mm.
do
Y'all
my
want to hear?
Florida boy
Y'all want to
like
hear
that.
some?
He bloodline
Hey,
Florida though.
man, but he did
Y'all
us
want to
like
hear some
Bloodline.
but
crazy?
get what? He did us like
Bloodline.
that. He did us like that on Sunday day.
On the youth football field. Think about it now. He bloodline now.
Yeah,
You
he
can't
Y'all
do
want?
bloodline.
him.
Hey,
Yeah, he bloodline. But listen to what I'm saying.
y'all want
On
to hear
National
some crazy?
Signing Day, that boy told Columbus, Ohio. So they get called. Get what? They stay up there, bro. It was nice doing business with you on that field, homeboy. And you already got your natty, so you don't need to. Yeah, you come back. Yeah, you all welcome to come back home because you from there. But then they talking about put on that orange and green. You should have thought about that before on National Signing Day 2 years ago, my homeboy. That's just my
Hey,
opinion.
y'all want to hear something crazy?
What's that?
Lane Kiffin made 900,000 last night on that
Damn.
win.
Damn.
he
Cause
ain't
it
even
was
coach.
all part of his contract.
Yeah,
God,
he
dog.
got a $900,000 bonus last night,
Boy, that's
and
crazy.
he ain't even had to be there.
He ain't coach. Brady ain't coach since
Didn't
last game
even
of the
come
regular
to the
season.
game.
That boy said, I ain't even had to be there.
I ain't had to beat him.
That's that good money right there, boy. You ain't had to do nothing.
Yeah. Lane
And then
Kiffin
Bell on the
did.
board.
He left his staff on Ole Miss staff though to at least through the is it through the entirety of the playoffs or just
Yeah,
that
in time
game?
to the playoffs.
Yeah,
I
that was
got a
nice of
little
him,
fun
you know.
facts. I got a little fun facts for the audience. On this playoffs right now, this Final Four, the only team to ever win a natty on
It's
this day
mine.
is Ole Miss ain't never won, Oregon ain't never won, and Indiana ain't never won.
And guess what?
Man.
It's gonna remain that way.
It's gonna
Straight like
stay
that. It's gonna remain that way.
Well,
Straight like that.
don't let us win a
Oh,
championship.
man.
Well,
Yeah, speaking of the transfer portal, y'all already know that thing opened up. So
Yeah, it opened up today.
Ohio State running back James Peoples, he just hit the portal.
Oh, man. Yeah, they
Listen,
finna.
Mike Norville, I know
Yeah,
this is your realm or whatever. It's that time, Mike.
yeah, they gonna have to
It's that
put some
time.
money. Florida
But if
State gonna have to
they,
pay some money though for them boys, man.
transfer portal,
y'all
Mike.
pay Deuce some money because he coming back.
Who coming back?
Who?
Deuce Robinson.
Oh yeah, they paying him. You know,
They
they
put
paid.
some money in that boy pocket.
Yeah, they put some money. Him and Jabral Rawls. Yeah, they paid both of them to come back.
But y'all done damn near lost your whole team.
Yeah, but what they banking on though is that portal.
Every year they do that.
Yeah, they banking on it.
Now you know it's crazy though.
Yeah,
All four of these coaches in the Final Four, all of
yeah,
them been Nick Saban's assistants.
Oh yeah, I heard that. I heard that.
right.
Dan Lennon, Signetti, Mario, and Pete.
Pete Golden.
Yeah,
Oh
Pete
yeah,
from
Pete Golden.
Ole
Yeah, Pete
Miss.
Golden.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Dan Lennon was at Alabama in 2015.
Yeah, Pete Golden was
Signetti
there.
was there from 07 to 11. Mario there from 13 to 16. And Pete was there from 18 to 22.
Yeah, that
Right.
was yeah, Nick Saban, man, he kept his Rolodex hot, boy.
I
He
tell
Yeah.
you
can't.
one thing though, Nick Saban try to warn them, dog. Miami
Was
get
the
in that thing, they gonna be a dangerous mother, but they don't want to hear.
them damn trenches,
Better
man.
listen.
Miami trenches, man. Y'all
Man,
got that
Bane,
thing built right, boy.
man, you can't block Bane. That's since probably Ndamukong Suh is the first person I've seen. Like you can't block the man, bro. He unblockable.
No.
And
I
Memphis
see
do.
how I see
And
how
Memphis do.
Bane line up on some of them plays, man. He
Nah,
set himself up. He lined up. I be like, damn, he's so wide. Why is he so wide? But what he doing
nah,
is
hey,
he's setting that offensive
Setting it
tackle
up.
up.
Yup.
Huh?
Yep.
I
Setting it
don't
up.
know.
He
Yeah,
setting under that tackle. Yup.
yeah.
I don't know if
Man.
anybody thought about this, but like when you watch our games at the end, Michael Irvin be whooping the shit out of whatever that team is.
I see that.
Oh
I
yeah, the
seen that.
When we
jersey to
beat,
the trash
when we
can and
beat,
built the ass.
when we end up beating this old Miss team, and he putting belt the ass to that old Miss shit, that's gonna be some real
Every
controversial
time,
shit. You know,
every
old
time,
Miss be
every
known
time
for
I
that
might need
racist.
to stay out that coke, man. Might need to stay out that coke down there,
Y'all
man.
know Ole Miss be known for that racist shit. So him
Oh
whooping
man.
that ass, boy, that shit gonna resonate.
What?
Man, it's a lot of Dallas Cowboy fan down south, so they love Mike
Yeah,
regardless.
he just a passionate fan. That's all,
Yeah.
bro. He
Yeah. That's
just
all.
passionate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to think, boy.
Yeah.
Boy. 23 years, boy.
Right,
23 years, boy. We ain't had nothing really to chill for, man. So today,
Man,
right.
yeah, man.
it's been a
Yeah.
long time, ain't it?
Boy, listen, boy. Last time, boy, we was relevant, boy. That was what, '02. I was 22 years old, boy.
Well,
You
I was
feel
in
me?
elementary school,
Boy, I
but
only had one child in, boy. Boy, I only had one child. You feel me, man? Listen, bro. Yeah, dog. Yeah, a long
yeah,
time in the making, bro. Especially, dog. Like, yo, yeah, it's that right now.
yeah, that's a long time coming. I
Yeah, I
was in
got one more
elementary
to wait.
school when we did something. I'm
Straight
34
up,
now.
dog. Straight up, dog. I'm talking about yeah, boy. Yo, boy, we went in the natty. Since Ohio State cheated us, boy, we went
Yeah,
in there, boy. Listen, boy. Yeah, dog. Nah.
Yeah,
Oh
boy,
yeah.
your crystal ball got them boy hungry, boy. They playing like they want it
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
They playing like they want it.
Yeah. Boy, you
we
gotta
went.
think, boy. He first got here, boy. I'm talking we was getting beat by Middle Tennessee State. Oh
Oh
man, like man,
man,
god damn,
but
bro. I'm
even
talking about
before that,
embarrassing, dog.
FIU. You
Yeah,
ain't see
FIU,
that,
like,
man.
bro. Boy,
Man,
listen, boy. Boy, listen. Haven't won a bowl game since 2016, 20. We get man, like, bro, it's been a long time, bro. Nigga been a laughing stock in college football, bro.
but the
Last
people
23
jokes
years.
for years, dog.
For real, dog. Straight like that. Straight like that, dog. Boy, nigga so happy right now, boy. I don't know what to do, cuz. You feel me?
Oh yeah,
Dan,
deserve to be
oh
happy
yeah,
though,
Dan
man.
Lennon,
Hard work
Dan
pays
Lennon said
off.
some shit.
Yeah.
Dan Lennon said some shit. I don't want y'all to hear this shit because I think he got a valid point. I'm gonna pull that up real quick.
Bro, that Keontae interception, I don't watch that at least 100 times by now.
I told y'all he read that play, dude. Dude was
Bro,
in the film. That's come from the film room, man. Dude read that play.
That boy, that boy brought back that Trajan Bandit kind of feel. Yeah, but that boy Lennon said a lot. Dan Lennon.
What damn thing I'm talking about, man?
Hold on, I'm about to pull it up right now. I agree with him because the way things set up right now, if you make it to the postseason, everybody out here recruiting and getting players and coaches all situated and shit. You behind the ball for next year. Well, let me go ahead and pop this.
Hey, T, I'm
There's clearly a
go ahead.
better way. And I think it really starts with the season moving up and the playoffs not having. I mean, how many days, coach, is it for you between us and your last game?
We played December 6th, and I'm 100% with him about moving the.
Yeah, ultimately, in my mind, the vision for this should be, every playoff game should be played every single weekend until you finish the season. Ideally, the season, even if it means we start week 0 or you eliminate a bye, the season ends January 1st. This should be the last game. It should be the championship game, and then the portal opens. Then coaches that have to move on to their next opportunities get the opportunity to move to their next opportunities. Certainly, there's some conversation about when high school signing day should be. I think that could go either way because most of us now try to get guys in as mid-year players, and you want them to be able to join your program at semester, which is a challenge. But I think the first really clear indicator of a place that we can make this better is to wrap the season up. Our national championship game this year is January 19th, right? And that's really hard to envision as a coach that's going out and trying to join a new program and start a staff. It's hard for players to understand what continuity looks like and where they're going to be at, and to manage that with visits, the portal, everything else that exists. I think the clear indicator and the clear way to do that is to bump the season up, right, and make sure these playoff games happen a lot faster. And I've got a ton of respect for the NFL, but we're a prep league for the NFL. We do a lot of favors for the NFL, right? We're the minor league in a lot of ways, but there's no money paid from the NFL to take care of college football, right? And in that sense, we've given up some of our days, right, to the NFL. We said, you guys get to have this day, you get to have this day, you get to have this day. Saturday should be sacred for college football, right? And every Saturday through the month of December should belong to to college football, in my opinion.
Yeah, he made some good point.
I agree with him though. This
Yeah, he
season,
made some good
like
point.
the playoff games, man, we got to wait 11 days to the next game. I think it
Right.
should be on a weekly basis too. Because now, when we win our natty on the 19th, yeah, I said it. When we win our natty on the 19th, now we behind in recruiting and all that, and getting players out the portal and coaches moving on, whoever moves on and all that. We behind. We behind for the next season.
Yeah.
If you put it where some of these bowl games that they saying is meaningless, you turn those into playoff games. Now
Right.
people show up and now people watch those. Now teams don't opt out. Boom.
Yeah.
Get this thing done by the first. By the first, you crown a champion. The second, you got the portal open up where you can sign players and keep the ball rolling.
That's true, T2Y. That bye week too, man. That what is it? 2 weeks they going on the bye when you get a bye?
Yeah,
Or
he
is it?
said just drop it down to one.
Yeah, drop that shit down to one.
Yeah.
You ain't
Yeah,
lying.
I ain't gonna lie, them bye weeks be killing me.
Yeah, it'll kill you because you not hot. You playing against a team who hot and ready, and now
And what it
you
is,
cold.
0-5,
You
they
feel me?
say the last 5 teams that had a bye week, they 0-5.
Cause they
I was like,
cold. They
damn.
playing
The
teams that's
only
hot.
team that came off a bye week and won is Indiana for the past 2 years.
Okay, yeah, that's one. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Indiana. Yeah.
Right now, they 1-7.
Damn.
And they
Yeah.
they beat Alabama ass.
They beat the bejesus out of themselves.
Yeah, Lord. Damn.
Boy beat Alabama in the submission.
Oh man, yeah, Alabama. That's it for them boys, man. That ain't the same Alabama.
No.
Man, I can't believe these boys said Georgia was gonna beat Ole Miss.
What you think about bumping the portal to May? Nick Saban mentioned that. Bumping the transfer portal window to May. After once the season all completed and everything, and
It should be
Nah,
after
that's
the
too
season
far.
anyway.
Nah, it should be after the season. May is way too far.
why it falls on the calendar year for the semester though, for the class, kids semester, end of the spring semester.
Yeah, I
What
say
about
this. If you still
what
in the
about that
portal,
way? Huh?
if you still in the portal in May, that means nobody don't
I
want
don't
you.
want you. It's gonna be stuck there.
No, I'm talking about opening it in May and throw T2I. Open in May. You don't think nobody want you in May? And then bump the spring practice to the summer. Do it like the pros. Nick Saban set it up like the pros do. After the draft, you know how the pros they go into summer camp.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of that. Yeah.
Now they say where your homeboy Sarge T2Y. Listen, man, I texted Sarge. Sarge sent me back a picture of his last 2 natties.
Yeah. So
Sarge sent me a picture back of his last 2 natties.
them Georgia fans hurt right now.
I sent them that photo though of them 3 Miami Hurricane players that was hating. Talking about the grass is greener. I just want to know how much greener the grass is right now.
They ain't want none of Mario Cristobal this year. Georgia, I don't believe they wanted none of that smoke.
Yeah, they dodged us. Look at Georgia out here ducking us. Georgia out here ducking Miami. Man,
That would have been the
Dogs
highlight
catching.
too, though, man. Like you said, T2I. Carson Beck, former Georgia player, with the University of Miami. That would have been pumped up more than his Ole Miss games,
oh
but
man. So we got.
it's all good.
I seen
Hey,
yesterday
one
too.
thing,
We got some players
yeah.
that's hitting the portal.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
We
that's
got
gonna
some
be
players
interesting.
that's hitting the portal too.
Couple receivers.
Nah, that's yeah. Ray hitting it. I saw that coming.
I think Chance in there.
Nycar,
Yeah, him
yeah,
too. He
Chance
back.
Robinson, Nycar, them hitting the portal. I saw that coming because they weren't playing anyway. But one of the tight end hit the portal too.
Yeah, we had a tight end hit the 42, but he came back. Landon Thomas.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, yeah, man, we're gonna lose some players too, but we ain't losing players that's contributing right now. To me though, if you're in the playoffs, if you're in the postseason, ain't no way your player should be hitting the portal. If I'm a player, ain't no way I'm hitting the portal. I'm gonna wait
No.
this thing out.
Ride this thing on out.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Go ahead and collect my participation rings.
Cause you you probably finna transfer to a team who didn't make a bowl.
Right.
What sense
Right,
Yeah,
that
man.
make?
man. That's a good point, man. That like Lane Kiffin, man. You took that LSU job, but man, that LSU job come with a lot of pressure.
A lot of
You know,
pressure.
he had it made at Ole Miss. You ask me, man. He had no pressure. Plus, you winning. You know what I'm saying? You winning, bruh. Shit.
Hey, he got paid last night though, so he ain't worrying
Yeah,
about it.
yeah.
And if they end up beating us, he gonna get paid again.
Oh
So he ain't
money.
worrying about it. And if they win the Natty, he gonna get paid again.
Yeah.
That's crazy though. That's how it works.
Yeah. That's how it works. I'm just from the old school of thought, sometimes, man, it's better to be patient and just ride out what your situation you in. That's the old school of thought. Then to jump ship and go because you think the grass is greener. Shit, he might not win a chip over there at LSU. And he was right at the corner knocking at getting one with Ole Miss.
I think he just trying to collect that generational wealth.
You think? Possibly, yeah.
Yeah. Trying to be set.
Yeah. But anyway, Tutu, I thank you for letting me join in this morning. Y'all have a great day.
All right,
All
man.
right. All right.
Brother blessed.
All right, you too.
I got to start looking at this old Miss matchups and all of that. We'll start listening to all these folks doubt us and all these so-called breakdown analysts. They're gonna start saying all this shit on paper. Hey, all I can tell you is sometimes that shit on paper don't match up to what's happening on the field. Because if you look at Ohio State versus Miami, the only statistics we were better than them in is pretty much turnover. And you saw how that game go. It's crazy you got us as a 10-point underdog and we win that bitch by 10.
But
Y'all motherfuckers had that bitch backwards.
yeah,
Tried the shit out of us. Like they put it out there like we ain't belong at all. We weren't even supposed to be on the same field as Ohio State.
they made it seem like we ain't have a snowball chance, T2R. That's crazy.
Yeah, Vegas. Yeah. I hope y'all lost a lot of goddamn money trying to play on our name. Keep doubting us though. Easy money. It's crazy because before the game even played or anything, they had us as an underdog to Georgia. They had us as a better team over Ole Miss, and then you watch Ole Miss went out there and just mess up Georgia.
Mm.
Some of these odd makers, boy, they better start watching these games and stop comparing numbers. But it's good to see. It's good to see that Final Four came out. I'm surprised Texas Tech ain't put up no points though.
Yeah,
But
right. I thought what
once
happened to
got into
them
the
yesterday.
playoffs, they first ever playoff game and they ain't scored not one goddamn point. You got to buy a better team next year.
Open that checkbook.
Yeah, right now you just bought a team good enough to win the Big 12, but you got to buy a team that's good enough to win more than just that. Yeah, shoot, Indiana, dog, they surprised me with that Bama win too. I ain't thought they would have did Bama like that.
No, not like that.
Yeah, Indiana looked at them boys and said, "Y'all ever had a barbecue elephant?" Man, y'all let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Hey, Indiana passing out barbecue elephants, dog. Are y'all gonna try a piece? Indiana out here barbecuing elephants. Is it anybody in the chat that gonna try a piece of barbecue elephant? That shit crazy.
I still
What
feel like,
peanut? You know what peanut? What peanut roll at? What peanut roll at?
oh,
That's what I need to talk to. I need to talk to Peanut Roll. I need to find out how he feeling about Kalen the boy. I got to find out how he feel about Kalen the boy right now. How the whole Alabama fans feel about Kalen the boy.
road.
I know man, I know they going through hell over there right now.
Man, yeah,
Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, all on.
yeah. They're not used to getting their ass whooped like that.
Yeah, that's tough right there.
Mhm.
I think that's probably one of the worst whoopings I've seen in the playoffs. Outside of that Georgia TCU game.
Right?
I ain't never seen it this bad. 35 points. You only scored three? Man, sheesh. No one talk about how Texas Tech running back run the ball. They slow and they try to run around guys. Yeah, this I don't I ain't really watched that game. I took a nap during that game because that shit was boring.
Which game?
That Texas Tech Oregon,
Oh yeah. I
that
ain't
shit was
even,
boring. Now that Alabama game, I was watching that one. I was watching that one because I was hoping Indiana scored by three more times. I wanted them to be totally embarrassed. I was watching Kangaroo Black stream at the same time. That boy was going through it. That boy was going through it, man. That boy said, hey, when it was like the 2 minute warning, he was
Mm.
like, man, y'all need to hurry up and get this shit over with. You don't need to stop this shit. Y'all need to let this shit just ride.
Oh
Hey, man,
man.
I'm just glad to see my Canes where they at right now. You go back a couple months, maybe a month ago, I thought they were gonna screw us. I thought our season was gonna be messed up. I thought it was a whole funeral out here.
Man, it feels good though, man. Like, dog, I ain't felt like this since a kid, bro. Like for the Hurricanes to be relevant like this and like the old school defense like how we used to have T2R. Like this is And it's sustainable. Like we got Cristobal, so we're gonna be able to, you know what I'm saying, get more draft, recruiting classes and portal. Man, it's up.
Man, that's why I wanted Georgia more than anything. Cause you knock off Georgia, Ohio State, and all of them,
Mhm.
so the recruiting battles they start believing. Cause right now it'd be like Miami and they Ohio State, Georgia, Alabama, and them the ones, Oregon, them the ones we competing with. So we knock them off on the big stage. Hey, what we selling, you got to believe it, because we showing it to you. The same teams that's recruiting against us, we knocking them off right in front of you. What we trying to build and get you to believe in, you seeing it right there in front of your face. In 2025, Georgia right now is the biggest letdown. They the biggest letdown this year.
Mm. Hey. Dogs
So,
done turned into
oh,
chihuahuas, man. What's Sarge at?
man, you ain't getting Sarge on here. Ant, what's going on?
Yo, what's up?
How you doing this morning, man? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Hey, I have a question, guys. Why do you think I keep on seeing that there's a lot of people are saying that Old Miss is a bad matchup for Miami? Where is this notion coming from? We've shut down quarterbacks like Chambliss this season, basically. Two
Uh,
two quarterbacks that run that are the same style as him,
we
and they're st-
played we played like 5 running quarterbacks this season, and we shut down all of them. I don't know
Every
why.
last one of them.
I don't know why they feel that way. I don't know, man. I don't know why they think that we we can't stop a running quarterback. We can't stop a dual threat. I don't know where they get that notion from. We don't prove that every time. Florida State got a running quarterback. Virginia Tech got a running quarterback. Even to some degrees, SMU running quarterback got shut down. To USF, Brian Balaam, or whatever his name was, he was a running quarterback. Marcel Reed from Texas A&M, running quarterback. So I don't know where they get this thing from.
To be fair, everybody we really played has been a running quarterback because they running for their life.
Facts.
Dane and Mesdor can't be blocked, man.
They just gonna keep coming up with narratives, and we just gonna keep knocking them down. I can already tell y'all though, if Miami was playing Georgia, they'll be picking Georgia to win right now.
Of course they would.
We would have started out as a 3.5 point underdog. They wouldn't have disrespected us like they did Ohio State.
Man, plus money on Hard Rock. We was like plus 260 on Hard Rock for Ohio State. Easy money.
Nah, you should have got that bit when it was plus 300.
I know.
Because I'm looking at people post their tickets online right now. They had that bit at plus 300. So you bet $100, you win 4. Shoot, I seen people putting thousands on it.
Yeah, I know. I seen that too.
It's like, man, that was a lick. You said, how you gonna put our game at a freaking 10? With the defense we got, you got our game at a 10 point. Come on now. That was easy money. We didn't even have to win the game. Miami could have lost that game by 7 points. You still would have got paid.
Yeah. First half money line, bro. Oh man.
That was a killing in itself. And then
Mm-hmm.
you had this crazy white girl telling everybody, "Oh, Ohio State is going to come back in the second half. Go ahead and put money on it. Crazy.
Take that bait if you want to.
Man. So, wow. Well, you can't fall for the fake news sometimes. All these trans-supported kids.
Everybody deserve it. Even your channel, T2R. You know how many times we done came on the channel, man, and you just in the dumps, pissed off, and having to deal with all these trolls and this and that, and now we the ones on top now. Like we 2 games away from a natty, man.
Oh no, I don't know if you're watching, but Henry Lee, if you're watching, I'm gonna need you to come on here and come tell us how good we is. That's what I'm gonna need you to come do. Come tell us how great Miami look. Come tell us that you praying that we win this natty. I know you ain't.
What do you call my boy? Stupid Mario. Man, how about Norvell? He looking stupid right now.
Yeah, them boys are talking all that crazy mess about Mario. Mario, a dumb coach. He don't know how to win the big games. Don't won 2 big ones now. Ain't Mario, come to think about it, ain't Mario 2-0 against Ohio State?
Yeah.
No, he beat him at Oregon.
Yep. You right. Buckeye killer.
Yeah, that shit wild. But I'm just waiting for the Ole Miss, for all the Ole Miss trash talkers. I need them to come out the woodwork. I ain't never heard or seen no Ole Miss fan. I ain't never heard them talk no trash. I'm waiting for them to come out the woodwork. Because right now, I know Georgia fans would have been talking a whole bunch.
Man, Sergeant would have been up right now, in the chat right now.
Georgia would have been telling us they finna handle business. Everybody wants Georgia until they play us and all this and all that. They ain't got to worry about none of that now.
Nope.
Ole Miss don't win and handle business. That SEC, you know what? The worst SEC team, one of the worst SEC team made it the farthest. One of the worst SEC team made it the furthest. All the best so-called SEC teams already dropped out. Texas A&M gone. Georgia gone. Alabama gone. Oklahoma gone. The SEC wanted 50 teams in the playoffs. They wanted all their teams in the playoffs just for them to get whooped by everybody else.
And then
Right now, you could see, right now it's guaranteed a Big Ten championship. It's guaranteed a Big Ten championship game. Oregon play Indiana. One of them going to the Natty. So the Big Ten going to be in the Natty again. The only way the SEC get in is if Ole Miss, upset Miami. And the only way the SEC come out on top is if Ole Miss win the Natty. If Miami don't make it and Ole Miss do, they'll play Indiana or Oregon. And then, if the Big Ten win, you got a scenario here where the Big Ten done won the last 3 natties. Because last year it was Ohio State, the year before it was Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
And now Indiana or Oregon in that situation, in that scenario. So all this SEC is the best conference talk. It ain't adding up. And if Miami goes to the national championship and wins it, then that's the ACC. They so-called weak conference, but you got the champions coming out of there. The SEC shit, man.
Overrated, bruh.
It's gonna be hard to convince people sooner or later that they supposed to be the best conference. It just means more. All that bullshit. It's getting to the point where it's gonna be hard to convince motherfuckers.
Yeah. The SEC is really only really ran by Georgia and Alabama when Saban was there. You don't see Kentucky winning that shit. You don't see Mississippi State. Like it's really like four teams, really. So all that, oh, the SEC is tough, and it's not. It's whoever you play. It's about what players you got, and in the trenches. We got the best trenches in the nation.
Yep, that's all it is. Trenches. That's all you got to worry about. The trenches.
Right, Lenore's. When Clemson, they beat the shit out of Alabama one year for the championship. Come on, man.
At this point, though, who you want to play? Oregon or Indiana?
Well, you got a couple storylines. Oregon, if you play Oregon, that means Cristobal will be playing his old team, you know. But then if you play Indiana, we'll be the only team to beat them because they still undefeated. I feel I want to play Indiana because I feel like if we play Indiana, no disrespect to them, that'll be like when the Hurricanes played Nebraska when we beat them back in 2001. Like they ain't gonna be ready for that speed, man. I don't think.
Yeah, Indiana. Like I said, I think our trenches is better than theirs.
Hmm.
So if we end up playing them, I think it'll be a defensive, low-scoring game.
Hmm.
I still think we come out on top, though.
Yeah.
Definitely, Mendoza can throw that thing, but if he ain't got no time to throw it, then it is what it is.
Right.
We see Beck done went up against our offensive line that made some of these so-called top defenses look like nothing. So the trench battles we gonna win.
Hmm.
I think we could, as long as we keep winning all these trench battles, we gonna win.
Yeah. Yeah. Plain and simple.
If we play Oregon, that'll just be Mario versus his old team.
Hmm.
Mario versus Dan Lenny. But damn, dog. Honestly, how I wanted it to play out, I wanted to play Alabama for the Natty. That's how I wanted it to play out.
I see where you going with that too. I see where you going
Yeah,
with that.
beat Georgia, Ohio State, and Alabama. Those are the teams that's been winning natties.
Yeah, that's blue bloods right there.
Alabama's been winning. Georgia's been winning. Ohio State just won. We would have basically killed everything that's been winning. But right now, we just got to be the one to, spoil all these boys' plans. Because we're the only one in this bit right now in this Final Four that got a natty. None of these other teams on here ain't never won one.
Hell,
So unless we win, they're gonna crown a new champion. One of these teams gonna finally get to put a trophy in their case, a national title in their case.
damn. It's either gonna be a new champion for the first time or an old champion since 2001.
Yeah, let me get that 2001.
with extra cheese.
Man. But anyways, man, I'm feeling under the weather. I just wanted to come on, chop it up a little bit.
Mm.
Miami don't play till the 9th, so that's this upcoming Thursday. We're gonna see how that thing play out. As a matter of fact, let me look at the timing on that one.
Thursday.
Let me see the schedule. Timing on it.
Wish it was Friday night.
Nah, I wish they would have it the way my boy Dan Lemon said, every week. Because we waiting 11 days on a game. Yeah, they got us waiting 11 days for these games, man. That's crazy. That's that anxiety right there. That's that anxiety build up. Yeah, I got some games today though. It's a few games on the day.
Oh yeah.
You got Rice versus Texas State. You got Navy versus Cincinnati. SMU play today. They play Arizona. And Wake Forest and Mississippi State, they play today. See, Mississippi State, they 5-7 and they playing in the bowl game. Florida State think they too good to play in the bowl game though. That's crazy. See, Mississippi State say they're gonna go get that money because they trying to compete with NIL. So they're gonna go get their money. But man, that's crazy. That's crazy as hell, my boy.
Man.
You would think them boys would have went and got that money. So we play at 7:30 prime time on the 8th, not the 9th, the 8th. The 8th. Hold on. I thought the 8th. Let me see. Make sure what date that is. Make sure it's a Thursday and not a. Yeah, it's a Thursday. Yeah, we play on the Thursday. So we play this Thursday on the 8th. Hold on. Let me switch this over so you guys can see the predictions and all that they got going on.
Lace your boots up.
Yeah, buddy.
Boy, lace the boots up.
Let me take this off the screen real quick. All right, so as you guys can see, the ESPN matchup, they got Miami at a 55.6. So they got us winning the game. They predicted us to win the game. The odds is on our favor. Oh, what Galloway talking about?
Was coming from, those guys were getting there, and then the pick six, and so now it's 14-0, and this game feels like Miami is outplaying them tremendously. And they get to halftime, and it came out in the second half.
One of our biggest haters.
Running the football, and I said before, the way you slow down this pass rush is run the football at them. That worked for them in the second half, but now they just need a couple stops. They need to stop Miami's ability to run the football, which for a second game in a row, the ability to run the football for Miami has been the key to their offense. And you get to the end of a game when you need to get stops, when you need to get the ball back, stop the clock, give yourself a chance, and they run the football all the way down to a point where you have to let them score. Now you're in trouble. But if you're looking at this in your Ohio State, I think you go back and you say, boy, I wish we would have run the ball more in the first half than just come out and make that adjustment in the second half. And give Miami all the credit in the world. Carson Beck was 14-18 in the first half. He completed 14 complete passes.
Yeah, all right. I know it hurts your feelings, Mr. Ohio State man. I know it hurts. You didn't want us in the playoff to begin with. So the game gonna be at 7:30. That's Thursday. And it's gonna be in Glendale, Arizona. The weather's supposed to be 63 degrees. So, we're gonna see how it looks, how it good. But that's good weather though. 63 degrees. Ain't too cold. It ain't warm, but it ain't too cold. So right now, basically, Miami is the favorite. And we're barely favored. We're barely favored. As a matter of fact, let me see what Hard Rock got it at. Let me look at Hard Rock. Look at the Hard Rock app. Tell y'all what they got us. Got it on right now. So right now on the Hard Rock, they got Miami as a 2.5 point favorite. So Miami's a 2.5 point favorite right now. The over and under is listed at 51.5. 51.5. So Miami, like I said, Miami's the favorite. 2.5 points. 2.5. That means basically it's a neutral site, so you could say we're actually a 2.5 point favorite. We're favored to win this game by 3 points, you should say. Because this is a neutral site. Normally they'll give you 3 just if you're at home. And keep in mind too, throughout this whole playoff, we will never be considered the home team. We're the lowest seed in the bracket. So we'll never be considered a home team. So we're definitely depending on what Ole Miss wants to wear to the game, we'll more than likely see Miami in all white again. Well, more likely, unless Ole Miss don't want to go solid with solid colors or whatever. But we'll probably be white on white again. Or probably white over orange. I doubt you'll see white over green. But more than likely, we'll be all white. So as you guys can see at the bottom too, our road in this playoff came through Texas A&M and Ohio State. Theirs came through Tulane and Georgia. On Tulane, they dropped 41. On Georgia, they dropped 39. So clearly, they could put up some points. Now, I think we got a better defense than Georgia. I know we got a better defense than Tulane. So I don't expect them to drop no 30 to 40 points on us. As you guys can see in the playoffs, we gave up 3 points to Texas A&M. We gave up 14 to Ohio State. That's 17. So we're giving up 8.5 points a game right now. 8.5 points. They gave up 44 points total. They're giving up 22 points a game right now. When you compare them to us. So should be a good matchup nonetheless. Like I said, there's no real storyline to it. There's no real history between us and them. Henry Parrish is not at Ole Miss anymore. Hell, even Lane Kiffin is not at you could bring up some storyline between Lane Kiffin and Miami, but he's not even there no more. So there's really no history or anything to really talk about when it comes to Ole Miss and Miami. So this should be like a clear-minded game. This game, players should go in there with a clear mind. And, this is just a business trip, basically. Get the job done and on to the championship. Come back home. Basically, get the job done and go home. You know how they say win or go home? Nah, this is win and go home. This gonna be that for us. The championship game is in Miami. Win and go home. Not win or go home. It's win and go home for us. That's gonna be our storyline. As a matter of fact, y'all could go on Twitter, man. Post that. Win and go home. Win and go home. That's the storyline, Miami. Win and go home. Win and go home. It ain't win or go home. It's win and go home. That's our storyline right there. Win and go home. Y'all start that trend on Twitter. Win and go home. Win and go home. Let them know. Win and go home. That's it right there. So appreciate you guys. Hold on. Let's take a look at the other matchup. We can look at the Indiana matchup. See what they got for the Indiana game.
Team, it's been a grind, but I think I've aged you well. Some might say perfect. Who's ready to show 'em who's the cheesiest? I woke up feeling the cheesiest, coach. Cheez-It, official sponsor of the college football playoff.
Let's see what they got on these spreads and everything for the Indiana game. So they taking Indiana clearly to beat Oregon. They got it at 66.9 for Indiana. This game going to be played in Vans Stadium, Peach Bowl. That game is on the 9th. So we'll play on the 8th and they'll play on the 9th. So basically, when we beat Ole Miss, we'll be waiting on our opponent once again. Whether it's Indiana or Oregon. Now, when you look at Oregon, they didn't give up no points against, Texas Tech. I don't know. I don't really want to count the JMU game because that game was over and Oregon literally was like saving their players. Now, Indiana, on the other hand, though, they only played Alabama so far. So if you want, you could just count those last two games to compare them. Oregon, 23 points. Texas Tech, 0. Alabama got the snot beat out of them, 38-3. So Indiana defense gave up 3 points. Oregon defense gave up 0. Oregon put up 23 points, and Indiana put up 38. So this should be a good matchup too. Now, the over and under is listed at 4 right now. Not over and under, I'm sorry. The spread is 4. Indiana is a 4-point favorite. Right now, Indiana is a 4-point favorite. They 14-0 right now. 14-0. They're a 4-point favorite. The over and under is sitting at 47.5. 47.5. Now, if you go to the Hard Rock op, which most of us in Florida, that's what we're going to use. Oregon, the over and under on that one is 47. And the spread on that one is 3.5. It's 3.5. So clearly everybody think Indiana should win and they the favorite. But games don't get played on paper. They don't get played on the computer. So we're going to see how these things turn out. But, hey, Final Four, we in it. We could be at home right now like some other teams, the Georgia Bulldogs. But, hey, we're still alive. Alabama right now, they like that scene on that one movie. Y'all want to see a dead body? Anyway, man, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hit the like button, subscribing to the channel, and all that good stuff. Y'all go enjoy y'all new year. Appreciate y'all.